So yesterday we were treated to a spectacular waste of time, a truckload of horse manure, where we were duped that there was a cabinet reshuffle. The same bastards who have been stealing our money, the same ones who have been behind the skyrocketing cost of living, the unbearable whatever fuel costs, the exchange rates which are runaway exchange rates. And they are still in office, those guys. But everyone else was shifted, and then there was a few ping pong games here and there, and then they'll make noise, and then Moses Kuria was there trying to post motivational quotes and posting a photo of Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua so that they can continue distracting us with their mock cockfights. These people are one and the same thing. Occasionally there'll be tiffs when you look like you're overstretching your mandate, when you want to eat and you know this is a one-man show, you know this is a micromanagement where the CS is reporting to somebody and and the PS is reporting to another person. There is only one boss. Alice Wahome has learned that a very painful way. That even a small deal of the water, the people want that deal. And so these people think that they will revert back to their communities. They will come and say, oh, we are being antagonized. Oh, this is not the agreement of shareholding. No, nobody has time for your bullshit anymore. At least us in Mount Kenya region, what we know is that from now henceforth, we can now vote, with rationalization. We can vote rationally. We can vote logically. We won't vote based on emotions. We won't be told that we owe somebody anything. People are just waiting for this Ruto term to end, because it's been a horror. 1 year has just been a horror. These guys have just been going to meetings in tents, flanked by a corrupt clergy behind there, telling us nonsense. These guys have not done anything. They've already started campaigning. And then now they're trying to distract us with this cabinet reshuffle. Who gives a flying fuck? There is nothing that has changed. It's just one corrupt person has been taken to another office and vice versa. So we cannot wait for this Kenya Kwisha shit show to go home. If it was our wish, they could have left sooner rather than later. I saw the people from Simon Cheragei's constituency, and they were castigating him. They were telling him, are you crazy? You think we are going to support you as you're fronting proposals to extend the presidential term limit from 5 to 7? In fact, it should be reduced to 3 years. Because if this is the first year of the Kenya Kwisha shit show, can you imagine all the other garbage they're going to throw at us for the remaining 4 years? These guys are being micromanaged by Wazungus. The interest rates are being determined by World Bank. They don't care what our local economic environment dictates. Then they are just saying, you need to do this, you need to increase the fuel. And then, in the 90s, where World Bank introduced those, what they call the structural adjustment programs, SAPs, and then they started offloading our public assets. From then on, when Telkom was being appropriated by Gideon Moi and Mobitelea, now they have reverted. They have gone and they have incorporated a phantom company in UAE, and then they are now the newspapers are now engaging in editorial mischief, and they are saying it's an Emirati company. It's not an Emirati company. That's a cartel. That's a cartel owned by people here in Kenya. You see, previously when they wanted to forcefully acquire our public assets, they used to hide behind phantom shell companies, mostly in Mauritius. But now I think Dubai is the place to be, because they can hit two birds with one stone. Dubai, you can go there and do some other business. I think Mauritius is just a far-flung region or country. So whatever started by the World Bank during the Moi era in the 90s, where now you guys keep on praising this guy called Philip Dengwa, who was a CBK governor at the time during the 80s. And now his children, his sons, those appointees, you guys are always saying they are geniuses. They're not geniuses. Their dad left them with so much money that he had stolen from treasury. They're not geniuses. They're not. Remove the money from them. They are a bunch of nobodies. At least as we have some sense, we can talk on these platforms. These guys cannot even concoct a sentence. But because of the money, they are able to immerse it in a sea of respectability in the companies, in the what. So they started the privatization scheme pushed by World Bank. World Bank is the one which has the interest in destroying us as black people. And now in William Ruto's government, they have found a kindred spirit. They have found somebody who sings to their tune. When they say jump, they ask how high. And now they had already mentored a crop of bureaucrats, not technocrats, bureaucrats. People like Professor Jogona Dongo and Kamau Thuge. These are guys who have born and raised in the World Bank system. And the World Bank, if you look at this meme, the IMF was here. These guys, they leave a wave of destruction in any country that they occupy. Yeah. So if you go to countries which have resisted the World Bank hegemony, the neo-colonialism, if you go to Iran, those guys are so far ahead. Forget what you hear from the Western media. Those guys have underground tunnels. Forget now our bypasses, like now the Southern bypass, which the corrupt engineers are putting bumps on a highway. How do you put bumps on a highway? And then have you seen their explanation that, oh, we take budgets and then the treasury reduces the budget by 30%. Then don't do the project. If you're being paid less, don't do the project. But now those days where you used to use narratives to cook lies, and then you get even the political establishment, you get even the president to go to Sachangwan to pray for accidents which have been induced by engineers, man-made accidents, man-made errors, and then you're going to pray for them. We are tired. Now this is a new generation, you stupid engineers. Silas Kenoti, you went somewhere and lied to people. You lied to people very well. We are not resting until everyone in Kenha, Kura, and Kera is sacked. All the senior officials, you're telling us here that Treasury has reduced their budgets, and in the same breath, we are seeing junior officials in those parastatals, they are buying 4 apartments, 5 apartments, they have 1 billion cash in their account. Tell that to the birds, those narratives. You do projects. Stop putting bumps on the middle of the road. I was telling you in Iran, they have underground tunnels as bypasses, underground tunnels. What are the Kenyan engineers here and entrepreneurs with their V8s? What have you to show for yourself other than buying Glenfiddich over the weekend? Useless bastards. So anyway, we are so tired of this Kenya Kwisha regime. Every day is a PR. Let's go to a tent. We are launching these tents. I'm just choking nyinyi. We are tired of you guys. You have nothing to deliver, nothing to show in 1 year. You had already committed to making some tangible achievements within 100 days. We even added you another whatever. Now it's 265 days. You still have nothing to show other than going to tents. The only jobs you have created is the people who are delivering those tents and chairs. Those are and the PA system. Those are the only jobs you have created. Come on, man. Can you get to work? Or deal with whatever issues that you're dealing with over there. And please, the people who have been reshuffled, you are now trying to project yourself as victims. Akina Moses Kuria, you're not victims. You and Riggy, whether you're fighting or not, just know, as you saw in that concert you are the weekend, now the people of Mount Kenya are done with you. And it was so easy for now President Ruto to reshuffle you because they have already seen that you guys on the ground, you're nothing. You have no value to him. You're not delivering anything. At least now, Mudavadi can save some blushes. He can tell people, me, I'm still there. He's been playing calmly and quiet. You guys have been yapping morning till evening. And in the ground, you're losing your clout, you're losing your position. Instead of working, you would have spent the first 3 years working and 2 years politicking. You guys did the other way because you thought this was the Moi era. You thought that now we are going to engage in politics, we do primitive accumulation, and then we come and flood people with handouts. No, we are saying all of you guys go, all of you boomers especially across the board, you have nothing to offer. You are mentally impotent. When you listen to you have no new ideas. You don't even want to listen to us who have the ideas because you are know-it-alls. So the only solution, let us suffer for the next 4 years, but all of you to go home, all of you boomers, anyone born between 1940 and 70 to be taken home. And then the voters now, stop voting 6-piece. Stop voting for the party. Vote for the person. There are so many people who are going to present themselves. Vote for the right candidates. Pick them. You will already have vetting mechanisms. So this story of going 6-piece, let it be the end now. Let it be the last time that we are hearing a 6-piece agenda. People now start voting with your conscience. Don't be hoodwinked. Don't say that we were cheated by the corrupt clergy or by the media, the journalists, the media. No, now it's time. The honors is on you. Rise to the occasion. Stop your nonsense.